Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some do's and don'ts during that time of the month. First, I want to share with you guys the word of the day. So the word of the day is kind. What I would love for you to do is do one random act of kindness today. Whether that's holding the door for someone, holding the elevator for someone, just smiling at a stranger, asking them how they're doing, maybe even bringing donuts in for a coworker. Any random act of kindness I would ask for you to do today. And I just want you to ask yourself after the fact how that felt. It's an amazing feeling because it's just that positive vibe, putting positive energy out there and maybe allowing that person that you did that random act of kindness to reciprocate the exact same thing. Okay guys, so let's jump right into this video. So the first do is change out your sanitary product every 2 to 4 hours. If you want to go in the middle, maybe you could just leave it at 3 hours, but I say the definite max to leave your sanitary product is 4 hours. So a sanitary product is either a pad, which I have right here, you have a tampon, which I also have right here, and then there's this other item that I like to call a sanitary product, and you'll see me share it later on in this video, and it is this adult underwear right here, which I will share with you guys what I use this for. So yes, you want to make sure that you're changing out your sanitary product, like I said, on average every 3 hours. If you're a heavy bleeder, then you definitely want to change out your sanitary product much sooner than that. Remember, even though you pick out a sanitary pad that has an odor to it, like a sweet scent to it, when you mix that with blood, which has like this iodine-y weird smell to it, it does not give off a good scent. Like whether you think that your sanitary product is a sweet smelling product, when you mix both, it does not smell nice. And like I said, it's just not sanitary. Also with tampons, you do not want to leave it in. Like honestly, I would say with tampons, you should change them out every 2 hours. Remember, there is a thing called TSS, which is toxic shock syndrome. Yes, they have removed most tampons that are super absorbent, so you don't run into that. But there is still a chance that that can happen if you leave your tampon in for a longer period of time. Also, to touch on the heavy bleeding, if you are a heavy bleeder, I would not recommend that you use tampons. I would recommend that you use sanitary pads. Next, you don't want to just throw your sanitary product in the trash. I know this seems like something that everyone should know. However, I've seen multiple sanitary products just thrown in the trash. It literally takes just some toilet paper, and maybe if you're someone who saves your wrapping from your sanitary product, you can do this, but it literally takes just taking your sanitary product, putting it inside your toilet paper or the wrapping it up, and then throwing it in the trash. It's not a nice sight when all you see in the trash is, the products of that time of the month in the trash. And also, while we're on it, a do is to definitely make sure that you are wiping your toilet seat after you've used the bathroom during that time of the month. Sometimes, you don't realize that you've left a little bit of, blood on the toilet, underneath the seat, or right in that little area where you have the toilet seat and the actual, toilet right there. Sometimes you do end up leaving some blood in that area. So remember to wipe the seat down. Be kind to that next person that will be using that toilet after you. Next, if you're a tampon user, you do not want to use tampons when going to bed. This is when I recommend that you use a sanitary pad. Remember, like I said, this is not good for your health. So consider using that sanitary pad. If you're worried like I was that you're going to have an accident in the bed, then I would definitely recommend using this right here. If you remember, in the beginning of this video, I showed you this product. So what this is an adult underwear. Maybe you've heard it called TAMPONS, something along those lines, but this is how it looks. It literally looks like a pull-up or something like that, but this, guys, this is like my number one period that time of the month hack. This works amazing when you're in bed. Like, you don't have to worry about having an accident, anything like that. This, if you look at it, is perfect. You just have to make sure that you get the correct size. Like, if you get one that's too small, then there is a chance. If you get it that's too large, then there also is a chance. So try to find your perfect size. And then it has this little pad-ish area right here. Like, if you can see, it's just a massive pad, and you don't have to worry about using underwear or anything like that. If it makes you feel safer using the underwear, then feel free. Just know that you actually don't have to, because like I said, this is a major pad that comes literally all the way up to your back area, so you're safe in that regard. Another thing that I would recommend that you use this for is if you are a teenager watching this, or if you're a mother and you have a child, you know, that already is menstruating and plays sports or anything like that, this comes in very handy. I know you would think that it would probably show maybe the ruffles, this little area right here a little bit, but if you wear shorts over them, then you should be fine. This, when playing sports, is also a great tip, because then you don't have to worry about, you know, having an accident. This keeps it contained, and it just gives that comfort to know that you're safe when you're using this. So like I said, if you're going to bed and you're worried about messing up the bed, then I would recommend using this adult underwear, or depends if that's what you want to call it. And also, if you're a sports player, if you have a teenager that's a sports player, or someone of age that's menstruating and they play sports, then I would recommend this underwear. Or if you're a teenager, then consider using this underwear, because it's really helpful. It helps contain everything into that one area, and you don't have to worry about having an accident. Really quickly, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name's Carla, and on this channel, I share ideas on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, then please subscribe down below. Next, do remember to have that time of the month underwear, as well as that time of the month jeans or pants, if that's what you prefer. I cannot tell you how many times that has saved me. You know, you run into bloating when it's that time of the month, and you just don't want to wear tighter fitting clothes. It just does not feel well. So a tip that I have when you're selecting your jeans or your pants is to just select a pair that you would normally wear. So if you're a high-waisted kind of person, then I would recommend picking out high-waisted jeans. Just go up a couple of sizes so that those are your pants that you use during that time of the month. Like I said, this is helpful. I found it helpful for myself because it just makes it easier for me to just go to those. It's not something that I'm stressing about. It's not something that's driving me crazy going through my jeans if I don't have those kind of jeans, if I don't have select that time of the month jeans or pants, going through my stuff, trying to find a pair of pants that fit me. And then on top of that, I'm just uncomfortable because you have your period. It's that time of the month. So you just want to eliminate as much added stress, as much extra stuff that you can avoid by just having certain things set up and aligned during that time of the month, like having bigger size underwear and also that time of the month pants. Next, you want to carry a few extra sanitary products as well as an extra pair of underwear. So the way I make this easier for myself is I have this emergency kit essentially. So this is considered my that time of the month emergency kit. Well, there are a couple extra stuff in here, but I have my pad in here, I have my tampon in here, I have spare underwear in here, and I just keep this in my bag. If you want to, you can separate it and have only your that time of the month emergency kit and then maybe something extra. But like I said, I just have a couple extra products in here. And if you want something similar to this so that you actually could see what is in your little kit, I picked this up from Amazon, and it's just a carry-on approved little kit that I just enjoy because it's easier for me to see what I have in here. Then you do want to drink lots and lots of water. I know you probably hear water being used for everything, but water is amazing. Like, it's something so simple, but yet it's so amazing. Remember that when you don't drink enough water, you end up dehydrated. So during that time of the month, you're crampy in general, if you're someone who's crampy, because I do know some people don't cramp, and then you have others that cramp much more. But remember that lack of water, being dehydrated, causes cramping. So on top of it being that time of the month and you're cramping in general, not having enough water in your body, being dehydrated, causes added cramps. So try to stay hydrated, drink lots of water, allow water to help you not have added pain, not be more uncomfortable than you have to be. Also, do eat lots of fruits, vegetables, and nuts that contain lots of nutrients to help with muscle cramping and bloating. For example, you have almonds. Almonds are rich in calcium, and calcium helps with the reduction of muscle cramping. Next, I want to share with you guys the use of medication. I will definitely say that you want to consult with your physician before using any medication. So I just shared with you guys drinking lots of water and eating lots of fruits, vegetables, and nuts rich in nutrients, but sometimes that doesn't always work alone. This is when I would recommend using an NSAID, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. For example, ibuprofen, which I'm sure many of you have probably used or have probably been told about it. So as I just mentioned, it is an anti-inflammatory medication. Alongside with that, you can consider using a heating pad. So in order, I would start with maybe trying the water, the fruits, the vegetables, the nuts, maybe using the heating pad, and then going to the medication like your ibuprofens, your Advils, those kind of NSAIDs if you're really struggling and you're having a hard time with pain and you're cramping. And like I mentioned, always consult and talk to your medical provider. Lastly, you want to do track your periods. This is very helpful just to know when your period is coming, to know when you need to go get products. Like if you're that someone who just used the last one and you really didn't want to go in the moment to grab some, know that by tracking your period, you'll know when you can run out and grab products so you don't run into any problems. Also, tracking your period is helpful if you're someone who's trying to get pregnant. That way you know when to look out for it or when not to look out for it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, our periods are our friends. They tell us so much about our body. They tell us things that can be going wrong, things that can be going right. Like if you're someone who's looking to get pregnant. But if you're not looking to get pregnant, look at how we react when our period does not arrive. Like a friend, we're concerned. So we need to just learn to embrace it. Don't despise it, as annoying as it can be. Please remember to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Until next time.